Hey, my name is Nate, and I'm a member here at the Conduit.
Tell us about your business.
So I'm the owner-operator for CREDO Coffee Roasters, and we've been operating continuously since 2010. And we do direct trade relationships with farmers and do all of our own importing so that we can cut out middlemen and get as much money to the farmers as possible. Then we roast in-house and serve wholesale and e-commerce to the city of Orlando and the nation as a whole.
How long have you been a member here?
Here at Conduit since June 6, 2021 is when I came into my current role, but CREDO has been operating in here since really the beginning of it. A little bit of a chicken and an egg situation with CREDO and the Conduit, but I came back in 2021, so.
Tell us about your unique story and any ways that the Conduit has come alongside of you during that journey.
Yeah, so how much time do I have? The story is long, but I came back in 21. I say came back because I was with CREDO before as a barista and as a manager, left briefly to go to learn how to roast somewhere else. And then my wife and I came back to take over the operations of it in 21. So from there, we were running a bunch of cafes, and through various complications and such with landlords, the cafes have closed. And I've made this pivot towards wholesale and e-commerce. And really the Conduit obviously has been there the whole time as a community and also as a physical space it's been the constant, right? There's been no wavering or uncertainty around in all the other chaos. Like, we're set here. And so that's just by itself been a huge support for us. And then beyond that, just the community that works here, some of the folks that have been here for a long time and the ones that come and go, like, it's always great to connect with people that are like-minded and doing similar kinds of work in the city, right? Some of my closest connections here are definitely Sticker Print Go. Shout out Anton and Chris. We've done I do a lot of stickers, right, for my coffee packaging, so work with them pretty closely, and we've done a lot of design work with them for collaborations, and they've been super helpful. And that's another thing that I love about this place is we're always referring others to each other, and internally and externally. It's a great little melting pot of connection here. So,
have there been any other connections outside of Sticker Print Go that you've made while being here?
Yeah. So, just on a personal level, there's a bunch of folks that have become close friends and associates, I'll say. And then, for instance, Keith at Artifix Coffee. So I say we do all of our own importing. Keith's a little bit of an exception to that. So he has a close relationship with some farmers in Costa Rica, and he brings coffee in from them. He also has a relationship with the folks that we work with in Chiapas, Mexico. And so I import the coffee from Mexico, Keith imports coffee from Costa Rica, and then we sell each other coffee at cost for our separate operations, right? So that is a relationship that's like embedded here in the Conduit as well. So
what are you passionate about?
What am I passionate about? You know, that's such a difficult question, but because it's such a broad thing. But if I had to sum it up, I'm passionate about building a better world. One of the core things that's been constant through CREDO is when Ben wrote the CREDO that became the company CREDO. There's a phrase in there that says the world is not yet as it ought to be, right? Neither am I, neither is my city. And I've really, that resonated with me. That's what brought me to CREDO in the first place as a baby barista. And that's kind of what I've latched onto, a couple different things, but that particularly, because if the world isn't what it ought to be, then that means that it can be different and it ought to be different. And so I've taken it upon myself in all aspects of life, not least of all through business, to create that world, prefigure that world that we want to see tomorrow, today, to build a better world.